Alright folks, so this is Acid Roots. We're gonna knock out the rest of this game with part 15 of Donkey Kong Country 2. Now when I say knock out the rest of this game, I don't mean actually 100% finish it. I mean get the last normal part of the game stages. So these are the final 2 levels in the game. There's still a couple of boss fights. There's still a couple of boss fights and 3 extra stages that you haven't seen, but I'm only going to show one of those extra stages because I don't have the coins for them. But yeah, so I would basically have to say that, Toxic Tower is a decently difficult stage, but it's not as bad as Chain Link Chamber. So that's kind of the thing there, but you do have to put to use the animal buddies, and there are secrets in this stage, so I was kind of lucky just because one of the bonus barrels was kind of accessed through, it was accessed through a type of way, and then once I completed the stage, I got the whole stage over. So you'll see what I mean when I get there. I'll definitely point that out, but basically you're not going to be the chimps throughout this entire stage. I mean, really, that first beginning part was all the more that it is. So, get used to the animal buddies. Hopefully you know how to use them, because if you don't, you're probably going to be playing this stage for a while. So, I'm trying to think if I almost felt like the rhinoceros would have been a decent one to have added to this. If it weren't for the fact that it was a vertical stage, I would have definitely said that, but there's just no way it could have worked that way. I mean, honestly, what they're trying to imply is that this is the tip top of the tower. So, I used to really like this stage when I was younger because of, like, the slimish stuff. I mean, you don't really see that in too many stages, so kind of happens to be the thing there. But, yeah, you don't want to touch it. I mean, you'll get one kind of brief warning and a little bit of invincibility time to get out of the slime if it gets near you, but they don't give you much time to recover. So, the thing about the snake when you do this part is just the fact that the bees, if you fall after hitting them, they do not come back. So that basically means you're going to have to do the stage over if you fall and don't make the jumps that require you jumping on the bees. So hopefully you stocked up on lives. I mean, I just kind of take it like, I save so often. My main strategy for this is just get the banana coins so you can save. If you have to choose between getting, like, lives and banana coins, I recommend getting banana coins just so you can save. So if you do lose all your lives, you don't have to do all that over. It's kind of a strategy, but, this is a 26-year-old game, but just for folks who absolutely are unsure of how to approach this sort of stuff. But, yeah, and that's the thing. Honestly, you can probably watch, like, dozens of playthroughs on this game, but they may recommend different things. I tried to showcase the fact that you actually do need the banana coins. They really do help, but most people just kind of cut to the point where they have them. I just feel like, well, no, when you actually buy and own the game, that's kind of a part of the game. You can't just turn it off because you'll be going back to where you left off. If some people would rather just go back to their last save point, but I just recommend grinding and getting the coins, and, that way you can save every stage and stuff. But sometimes they put those coins in kind of askewed places. That's just kind of how it is. It's really not that difficult, especially when you can exit the stage once you've beaten it. And if you don't know how to do that, just in case you don't, just by pressing start and select. So that's just like in Mario, the old Mario games at least. So, yeah, I'm trying to think of what else has went on. It's been a pretty basic week. I've got some surprises coming on my vlog channel, so you're going to see those in October. They're a lot of fun. And Jackal Goldkick has a series of videos coming out on my channel, which you're going to see. And his buddy the dog, his entity buddy the dog, is also going to be making appearances. And I was pretty much enthralled with that character just because he's pretty similar to Frenchie in a lot of ways. So I kind of felt like, an added bonus for him kind of having a kind of demonic personality like Frenchie is. So that's kind of like an extra thing to pay attention to. So he's going to be making appearances. I definitely recommend scouring like my vlog channels to kind of see what I'm talking about. I mean, I would almost think about posting a link, but it's not difficult to do the research. You can find Frenchy Talent and Acidic Roots are the channels that I do that stuff. So, but yeah, so I just would basically have to say, and here's the bonus. So basically, I don't know how much of the stage was left, but really, just go where that banana is. That's like the brief reminder of like a bonus, and I almost ran out of time. And I almost would dare think that I only had 0 lives left. So that's just kind of the situation there. So, I mean, really, this is kind of an elaborate bonus stage, but they also give you more time. So, it's kind of the thing, but... So, as of right now, I kind of missed the news today, but the rollout for the coronavirus vaccine is getting further underway with the booster shots and stuff, so we're going to see what's up with that. And then hopefully, we'll have a good reception as far as... Like, there's this dude that I saw on the internet, and his name was Bill Burr, and he was basically saying he doesn't care if people succumb to COVID. And he didn't really say it with that sort of sheer, disregard, but just, you almost agree with the sense of just people who are kind of fighting, like, the concept of, being kind of, cooperative with the COVID rollout as far as trying to get rid of this crap. So I mean, I just kind of look at that and I'm just like, I really begin to kind of question. And that's just kind of the thing. I'm just trying to put an end to this crap. I really get tired of the pandemic and this new normal crap. That's the main thing that I'm focused on. I mean, I do want to be able to go to concerts and parks and that sort of stuff without having to question. I mean, this year kind of partially did that to where things reverted back to normal, but not 100%. I feel like it's an improvement over 2020, but that's not saying much. 2020 was a pretty shit show of a year, and this year has had its share of that. This is kind of the thing. But anyhow, so yeah, I basically had to grind to get some coins. Luckily, this is an easy... I recommend using this stage if you really need coins, because you don't even have to progress to the stage. You just fall automatically and you get those. You could, I mean, as long as you can deal with just getting 2 at a time, you can basically keep doing that and get to like 15 or 16 or 20 or something. But normally I like Funky Kong, but he was kind of an ass. There's like when you go to the World 7, the Flying Croc, I mean, basically after this stage you unlock Funky Kong and the other Kong and get the save point. And, he had the nerve to charge 2 coins just to, be able to get out of there and do some other stuff. But the save point charged 1, and it's kind of funny because it had like an exclamation point. I was like, oh, you're so funny, game. Because normally the first time you save, it's free, but they knew, like, hey, what would you do if you had 0 lives and you had to go back and do that stage again? I mean, luckily they didn't do that, but it was just it was a funny, kind of sarcastic remark from the video game, just because that's, to my knowledge, the only save point in the whole game that has an exclamation point after the coin amount it asks you for. You'll see it when we get to it, but it may not actually be in this episode, but, well, damn it, I'll talk about it again, but, that's just kind of the thing. So you'll see that in part 16, but if you do watch this whole series the whole way through, you'll see what I'm talking about next time. But I was just kind of like, fuck you, game. You pissed me off plenty of times throughout these past 5 or 6 months. It's just, I'm trying to think of like an idiom for that, but I can't really think of a catchphrase to add to that, Don't have it this time. But yeah, I mean, this beginning part of this stage is really a bastard too. I mean, really, you would think that, I mean, they really kind of hope that you'll lose some lives here, just because the tricks are kind of, I mean, yeah, I mean, this is not the sprint, so don't think you're gonna be the parrot after you get past this opening part, but there is like a last little sentiment. This is basically one of the final Bramble stages in the game. It's just kind of like a parting gift for what you've seen throughout the past while. So, yeah, I was getting pissed off, so I do basically get another game over, but it's just kind of like hell. Just losing my patience. But yeah, so all these coins I had, you know, basically get sucked away just because I got the game over. I was just kind of like, fuck it, but that almost pissed me off. He didn't just throw a barrel, he threw a barrel with an enemy in it. So then I lost the ability to use the barrel, so that was a one-time thing. You would have thought that he would have respawned, but nope, not that time. So, that's just kind of the thing. So, yeah, they throw a lot of fuckeries in this stage. Lots of crap going on here. So, I'm almost surprised that the enemy with, like, the 2 swords that lunges at you wasn't in this stage. He would have probably been a perfect fit, but they didn't. So... yeah, there's like a particular segment where I don't necessarily know how to get past that part. I really kind of wonder what they're expecting there. It just doesn't really... I guess like you're supposed to take that upper part. I guess there's more to the stage, but I didn't do it, so I don't know what... I couldn't really figure out like the game's ruse right there, so I just kind of skipped it and took the hit. But I think you're actually supposed to go up where that cannonball was. I think there's like one last little segment, but it's just like, fuck it, you know. I mean, it should have been more, you know, elaborate with explaining that to me. But so yeah, the stage gets beaten in the next episode, and then honestly, we're not going to go on to the final boss yet. I'm going to do at least one more. I'm going to do at least one more of these, what's it called, Lost World stages, and really I only have to get 5 more coins. So, I just am going to find 5 stages where I haven't gotten the coins, and then we'll do that. I mean, it's really simple. I mean, that's the thing. It's not going to... I would almost have to say, like, yeah, like, Top Sail Trouble just there. I didn't have, you know, all the bonuses in that. So I'm just going to go through the first 2 worlds and get that, and then we'll just kind of... That'll be what part 16 consists of, and maybe part 17, but then part 17 or 18 will be the final boss, and then that'll be it. And then also, you know, as of right now, you should be seeing my new game that I'm doing, which is a PS1 game, so hopefully you guys will have some fun with that. And, yeah, I'm just going to be messing with that for a while. Now, I'm almost thinking about doing another Super Nintendo game, but I'm really running out of, like, games to do that are not RPGs. And the reason why I don't do RPGs is I always get bored with them, and I don't ever finish them, and that happens too often. I mean, at least a game like Donkey Kong Country can keep my interest, but I mean, as much as I like RPGs and agree that they're fun to play, I just don't really feel like that is, you know, the most... I don't know. That's my phone, so... Just trying to talk past this, but yeah, we're almost done with the episode, so... Yeah, you're probably gonna hear that, but alright, so yeah, you're gonna have to use the walnuts in the parrot to get past the bee, so just understand that you have to, it's not just flying, but it's really not that terribly difficult. I mean, it's kind of one of the worst stages in the game, but it's not like a sheer, like, nightmare like you may think it is. Once you memorize the stage, it's pretty basic. But you just have to understand that the other bird, Screech, is actually pretty quick. So, I mean, he doesn't give you much time to make mistakes. So, at least you have 2 hits. So, that's to understand you're going to want to use that second hit if you... Yeah, so, I'll see you next time. Subscribe for more fun. Thank you for watching.